Welcome back to BLCVikings.com. You're on the Bethany Sports Beat. We're going to talk women's golf with a new member of the coaching staff. You had a chance to get introduced to him last spring when he arrived on board. And at that time, we were talking men's basketball. Right now, Matt Fletcher's in the hot seat. I don't know if it is the hot seat, but we're going to talk a little bit about women's golf at this point. You've been appointed as the women's golf coach here, obviously benefiting from the fact that the guy who was the previous head coach is still staying on board in Ryan Craig. And it's got to be nice to have someone on board in that transition, especially from the fact you're kind of familiar with the area, but as far as area golf courses and stuff like that to choose from, you have a pretty good resource just right across the office area.
Yeah, it's been good. He's helped me out with a lot of little things behind the scene that you don't really think about, getting organized and stuff like that. Plus, he knew the girls, had communication with them. So getting apparel, gear ordered, everything was pretty easy. He had all the contact information already set. So it was pretty simple. We got things rolling, and now girls are on campus. Things are getting exciting.
The difference between coaching women's golf and men's basketball seems to be almost polarized to some degree as far as the pace, the intensity, things of that nature. Is it that way, or am I just making a little bit more of it, or what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think it's good. I mean, the girls want to have a good time and have some fun while competing, and it's outside, different atmospheres and different expectations, and it is probably a pretty polarized difference, but I think the expectation of competing at a high level, having fun, and making a good experience is the same for both. So you just got to find ways to do that with each athlete.
How do you approach it differently as a coach? Because obviously, men's basketball, it's high intensity, constant, driven, the up and down, the conditioning aspect of things. In golf, a little bit of a slower pace, things of that nature. Do you kind of take a different approach to coaching different sports?
Well, I think the main thing is I got to get a better feel of what these ladies need. What do they need from me to help them compete at the highest level for them, have a good time doing it. And then you got to kind of figure that out. That's kind of coaching as a whole. Each team, basketball-wise and golf-wise, is going to be different based on who you have on the team. So just have to get a feel for that and do my best to make sure that they enjoy this season and we succeed.
And you inherit a team that after coming off last season, one of the top teams in the conference, the expectations there a little bit. Are you fine with walking into that situation where teams already know that within this conference, Bethany, one of the teams to watch?
Yeah, I mean, we have 4 girls coming in that are going to be difference makers, I think, that put in a lot of work this summer, and we got an opportunity to compete at a high level in the UMAC. And yeah, why not set the goals high and expectations where they should be, and hopefully we can add a couple more coming into the next season, have a little deeper roster, and keep the competitiveness high. And
it gets off real quick. In fact, as we're doing this taping, you have roughly about 8-9 days before your first meet. What are your goals as a coach? You haven't even seen these girls, let's say, even swing a golf club yet. So how fast does this learning curve have to be before you guys get? Now, granted, the pinnacle of the season is the end of the season, the conference championship meet, but how fast does this have to occur? What's on your slate here for the next week?
We're meeting today at 2 o'clock. A lot of the girls have jobs here in town, so they're working throughout until school starts next week. So we are going to meet today. They've played today. We're going to work on this, getting a schedule set so they have expectations of what they need to get done prior to the meet next Friday. We will try to practice as a team as much as we can, but like I said, if they have class and a part-time job, it's going to be a lot. I guess that goes back to the question before. That's going to be one of the major differences is a lot of the practicing and preparation is going to be a lot put on them with an expectation set by me. So we're going to have to work as a team, not necessarily have to be out there together all the time, which makes it a little bit different. So next week we got to make sure we get on the course, get on the range, get on the greens, make sure we're sharp so when Friday hits, the girls are ready to go and confident in their stroke.
Sounds like unique Division III student-athlete experience.
Yeah, busy.
Busy. Well, we'll keep this guy busy again, Matt Fletcher, here to talk about women's golf on the Bethany Sports Beat.